Hi everyone, it's Steve. This video takes the place of our January 18th meeting. You can find the URL for this Google slideshow here if you want to refer back to it later. So let's get started. Now, quarter 3 and quarter 4 deliverables are available. I believe I've gone over this already before Christmas break, but if you go to this URL, click on it right here, you'll see that you have both quarter 3 and quarter 4 tabs at the bottom. When you get a chance, please go ahead and paste URLs or text or whatever it is that you have for each of your deliverables for third quarter and fourth quarter. I don't have dates yet for when they need to be completed, but I will provide you with that soon. You have plenty of time as of right now, of course, to get both quarter 3 and quarter 4 done. So that's that. Check it out when you get a chance. Next thing, hashtag PBV chat. That will be starting up again this month on January 21st at 7 p.m. It's a Sunday. The conversation is going to revolve around ELA and probably ELD as well, concerning benchmark advance. That's the elementary curriculum. Now in the future, if there are junior high teachers that would like to do a study sync ELA, ELD, PBV chat, that would be great. Right now, we have a lot of elementary teachers who are interested in this, and that's the next chat that we'll be doing, and it'll be moderated by Sarah Camp. So that's awesome that she's doing that. She always does a great job with moderating, and she made this graphic right here as well. So thanks, Sarah, for doing that. You rock. Hashtag Sarah rocks. Okay, now another thing, Roxanne Fox, who helms support at pbvusd.net, has left. She hasn't left the district, but she's going to be the secretary at Stockdale. So we're really happy for her. We're sad she's leaving. Very happy that she's moving on to a new position that she's excited about. One of the things she told us is that the bulk of her emails revolve around Lexia and Renaissance, specifically adding students to classes within Lexia, and then also unlocking students in Renaissance. Sometimes students get locked out of their accounts, and teachers are actually able to easily unlock them. So I made this video right here. It's embedded within the Google slide, of course. I also shared the URL at the bottom of the slide, as you can see. And this video explains how teachers can add students to their class in Lexia. That's for elementary teachers, of course. That doesn't affect junior high teachers. And then for all teachers, you are able to unlock your students within Renaissance. And this video shows you how to do both of those things in under 3 minutes. So it's a 3-minute thriller. Check it out if you can, and please share this with your staff, because since Roxanne's going to be gone and we're filling her position, we are shorthanded. And we will still be answering support at pbvusd.net messages for the next week or two before we hire someone, but it's going to be a little crazy. So if you can please share this with your school site so that teachers can help themselves. It's so easy being able to add students to your class in Lexia and also unlock students in Renaissance. Very easy, and actually teachers doing it themselves will increase instructional time because the problem can get solved a lot faster than emailing support. So thanks for your help in sharing this information right here. Also, some helpful resources. I've shared this before, but just so you know, the ELD Learning Network, the URL for that website is right here, and you can check it out for a December and January track with some helpful information. I'm working on the February one right now. Hopefully today I can get some of it done. And then also the C5 resource webpage, if you want to check that out again, is right there in case you don't have the URL. Okay, one more thing. I wanted to share some interesting things that I've learned and kind of found out about over Christmas break and the last week as well. Some of these things you can use for your deliverables. So let's get started on this. The first thing is this Beam Authentic website. I really like this product. I do not own it, but I think it's kind of cool. What you can do is you can put a button, and you can see the button right here on your shirt or on a bag like this or whatever, and using the app on your phone, you can beam to this button pictures that advertise something. So if like 1 month you're going over Google Slides, you could walk around and you could have information about Google Slides showing to kind of advertise what you're talking about. Could be great for students and staff. Also, a lot of people at conferences wear it to share, their school districts or school sites or whatever it is they might be presenting about. Kind of a cool thing, and like I said, students would probably like it. It could definitely be tied into lessons, and it could be helpful for staff as well. So check that out if you like it. Okay, another thing. Most of you are creating videos using Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic on your computers. They're screencasts, so you're not actually filming with a camera or a phone. But if you do decide to film for one of your deliverables with a camera or a phone, then this, specifically a phone, this 3-in-1 universal smartphone camera lens kit is kind of a cheap and easy way to do a little bit of zooming. It includes a fisheye, macro and wide angle lenses for only $10. So worth checking out if you are going to be filming with your phone in your classroom. This is also a lot more expensive. I think this is $149. But if you're doing a lot of filming at your school site and you're using your phone, then this makes the kind of those tracking shots a lot smoother. It's called Smooth Stabilizer. I would really like one of these. I think it'd be pretty cool. Sorry, that video was playing. I think it'd be really cool to have one of these for what I do in filming in classrooms. So I'm going to have to put it on my wish list. But this is really cool. I like it, and check it out if you think your principal would purchase it for you from his or her budget. Yeah, tell them that I said that you're going to ask them for this because of me, and they'll really like that. So, all right. So there's that Smooth Stabilizer. Ooh, I like this one too. Another thing you can ask your principal for. They'd love it for you to tell them that I brought this up to you. It's $110, so it's pretty expensive. I do not have this, but I really want it because of presenting. Now, what does this do? It's a remote for presenting. It takes you to the next slide. It takes you back to the previous slide if needed. But in this video right here, it does a good job of showing this, of what it really does. You can push a button and a circle, like a spotlight circle, will pop up on the screen, and it will focus on what you're talking about on that slide. It's kind of like a laser pointer, pointing a laser pointer at a slide, only this is like a spotlight on it, and it's done digitally. So obviously great when presenting in front of students, really good when presenting in front of adults, staff members. A lot of people are getting screens, like TV screens in their classrooms now, especially like in libraries if you're doing a staff presentation. If you have a laser pointer and you're pointing at a TV screen, it doesn't show up. Like if you're in the boardroom and you take a laser pointer and point it at the TV screen, it doesn't show up. The dot will not show on a TV screen. But this does, obviously, because it actually brightens portions of the slide. So could be worth investing in if at your school site people are doing a lot of presentations on flat screen TVs. So check that out if you like it. Okay, and here are the things that are really, really important and will give you a lot of other great information. I really like this podcast. It's called Check This Out by Brian Briggs and Ryan O'Donnell. This podcast is it's sponsored. Well, I don't know if it's sponsored by Q, but they're saying it's powered by Q. So you're going to get a lot of great information from Q conferences. Both Brian and Ryan present at Q conferences, and just great information. It's really, really helpful, and you can use a lot of the things you learn from this podcast in newsletters that you might be sharing with your staff, or emails that you're sending out, or whatever. And I love podcasts. I listen to them on the way to work and the way from work. It takes me about 15 minutes one way. So for half an hour a day, I'm just learning stuff if I'm listening to podcasts. And that's kind of how I build my own capacity of what is out there and what's available for teachers. So this is one good podcast. Another great podcast that I listen to is Start Ed Up. I really like this podcast. This guy right here has a class in, I believe, Indiana, where it's a high school class, and it's just an innovative entrepreneur type class, and they just do really amazing things, and he podcasts about it, and I believe the students help run the podcast as well. So it's a lot of really good information. So I really like what this class is doing, and I highly recommend the podcast because they get a lot of great people on this show. Seth Godin, Tim Ferriss, and a lot of other people that I really like they have interviewed. So check it out if you get a chance. And then the last website, my go-to website for all things Google, is Alice Keeler's website. She is very knowledgeable, and she just shares a lot of great information. Like just the other day, she posted this: you can search a folder in Google Drive now. You weren't able to do that before. In the past, you could only search your whole Google Drive, but now you can actually search a folder, and that's awesome. So that's just, this is kind of how I stay on top of everything Google, going and visiting her website and just seeing all the awesome things that she posts. So hopefully you guys have found all of this helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can always email me or call me, and have a great day.